Good morning, everybody. Well, look what I woke up to. We had a lot of wind, and I didn't bring the umbrella down. Now I get to pay for it. Can it be saved? Let's find out. All right. When I first saw this, I said, dang, what am I going to do? Buy another table? Actually, that's not what I said at all. That was a complete lie. I said something much worse. But anyway, after I calmed down, I was like, you know what? I can fix it. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. And I have not seen any of this before you guys. So I'm kind of doing this for the first time, just like you're watching right now. I have no idea what problems I'm going to run into or anything like that. But I know for starters, I got to get that umbrella out of here. See what happens. As I'm sitting here picking this up, I'm thinking, how am I going to get that up? Sometimes being rough with it is just what it needs. So I'm going to go grab my hammer and see if I can't pop it up that way. All right, I'm back. I got my Sean Smash. So what I'm going to do is try to break this up and get this out. What I'm not going to do is edit out the hard parts out of the video. A lot of times we watch stuff on YouTube and we're like, wow, that guy just knows how to do everything and it's so easy. Well, you know what? It really isn't always easy. So this is what I'm going to do. So as we're doing this project together, what I'd really like is for you guys to drop some comments on what you would have done or maybe a better way to do it. But let me take the camera here and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm looking at. All right, looks like I got up all the big pieces. This needs to come out, and that looks like it's probably glued down. So I kind of need to clean up those edges. I got my chisel, and I'm going to try to just break up these smaller pieces. So I don't know how well you can see that, but that is a plastic strip that goes underneath this outer edge here. So I can't just pick it up. So I'm going to score it and see if I can't get it to break. I'm going to dado it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave that strip right there and I'm going to cut the wood around it because I'm afraid if I pry on that too much, I'm going to cause further damage. All right, everybody. The big reveal. How do I plan on trying to fix this? Well, I decided to go with a piece of wood, and I got hickory wood. It's about $30 at Lowe's. I was going to go with white oak, a little better wood, but also comes with a $50 price tag. I said, no, I don't want to do that. So the plan is I'm going to rip this down. I'm going to rip this wood down. I'm going to stain it. And I got my outdoor stain right here. I'm going to urethane it. Again, this is outdoor urethane. There is a difference, people, if you didn't realize that. One's for indoors, one for outdoors. In between coats of the urethane, I have a sanding sponge, 220 grit. That way I can get any air bubbles or whatever that comes out of that. This is my application. Foam works really good if you guys are going to be doing anything with stain or urethane. I'm going to router the edges. I'm going to make it look pretty. In South Carolina, it's extremely humid like it is right now. Matter of fact, I had to set up a tent because I'm already starting to sweat like a politician trying to tell the truth. So there's that. I plan on fastening these L brackets to the frame, and I'll use machine screws for that. And then they come with wood screws, and I'll come up through the bottom. And we'll see how that goes. Okay, well, a tight fit would be 3 inches and 11/16. 11/16. 3 5/8. That'll leave me almost a 1/16 on each side for expansion. Length is going to give us about 37.5. All right, let's go cut it. All right, let's measure out 37 3/8. Here's 37, here's 3/8. Times. Use your speed square, dryer line. This is an old saw, so I got to get it cranked up. All right, we're good. Now with this table saw here, it does have a ruler on the side of it with measurements. I don't ever use that. Sometimes it's okay, sometimes it isn't. If I was doing something rough and I wanted it in the ballpark, no problem. But I always take my tape measure and I'll measure from the side of my fence to the inside of that blade. That's going to give you your true measurement. And that's what we're going to do today. All right, everybody. Now you remember when I was telling you that I was trying to break this. I thought it might be plastic. That's actually metal. And I don't know how much of a part of this it is, so I'm just going to leave it alone. But I don't want the wood sitting on top of it, obviously. That'll make it higher than the rest of it. So I'm going to do what they call a dado. I'm going to notch the end of a piece of wood. All right, I should have mentioned this the last time I was using the saw. You should always lower the blade to work with where it's not sticking up more than what you need. But let's get right into this dado. If you can see the pencil mark that I've made on it, that's what I need to take out. And this is going to be one side of it. All right. All right, I did my cross cut as you can see here. Now what I'm going to do is figure out exactly how much I actually need to take out. All right. As you can see, yeah, there you are. That's called a dado, where you just take out a little piece of wood. That's it. And now let's go see how it fits. All right, everybody. As you can see, this is a piece of wood that we notched. Let's set it in. Set it in, and that is a perfect fit. I couldn't get better than that. So the next thing I'm going to do is take my router and I'm going to trim up this edge here so it's not a square cut. I have like a 3/4 inch round, but I like to actually push that 3/4 inch round in a little bit so it leaves a little bit more of a detail. I'll show you what I'm talking about in a second. All right, what I'm using here is just my my battery operated DeWalt palm router, and you can see the bit that I chose here on the end. Now I went ahead and tested this on a piece of scrap wood to make sure I was going to be happy with the reveal and what's left. So now it just has to turn it on and let it rip. All right. That looks good to me. All right, the next step here is I have my palm sander out and I have 180 grit sandpaper, and I'm just going to smooth out all of this, all the any imperfections, any chips I may have made with the router, and then I'll fine tune it by hand to get in the cracks. Well, I almost forgot to drill out the center of my wood for where the umbrella is going to go, so I'm going to do that now. I marked it out. I found the center. There you have it. So what I'm using is a 2-inch hole saw bit, and that just did the trick. So now I'm just going to sand up the edges here and get ready to start staining. Everyone, check this out. So I told you I was buying these little brackets here to screw into the side of the iron, which you're going to see here in a second. I don't have enough room for my drill to do that. It's at an angle. And I was wondering, I was like, what the heck am I going to do that? Maybe I can just drill it and then try to do it by hand, which I probably can do that. And then it dawned on me, something funny happened. Look at this. I can bend around corners with that thing. I'm not even kidding, guys. I bought this off Temu just because I saw it on there and I was like, yeah, what the heck? Why not? I'm going to give it a shot. Well, I just did 2 of them. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm about to show you one. It's kind of hard to do by yourself because it's almost like you need 3 hands and you only got 2 type deal. But I'll let you watch. It's pretty cool. Now that I got everything fighting against me, I got my. I'm going to go ahead and put this on my drill or my ratchet, impact ratchet. Hey, that goes on there. This here is a 1/4 inch nut drive. That goes right in the end of it. All right, look at this. So you can pretty much turn this whichever direction you need. Now, like I said before, it is kind of hard. So I'm probably going to struggle with this a little minute, but that's okay. I'll put one here. I'm going to try to get my my screw at least lined up and then kind of let go of it. Try to pinch that screw the best I can. Now I got to try to grab this from underneath. I'm not sure I can do it from this angle or not. And I could do it from the other side, but I'm not left-handed. And I'm telling you, I can't do a damn thing left-handed. All right, everybody. That wasn't easy. That wasn't fun. But it worked. I kept dropping my bit. That thing floats around like pretty. It just spins real easy, like as you can see right here. But you know what? It worked, and I got it done. They're all in there. A little bit of persistence, and you can accomplish whatever you need to. All right, everyone. Now we're going to go ahead and stain it. I got my stain out. It's already been mixed. I'm going to apply it with this foam brush here. I got my gloves on. We call it stain for a reason. I'm just going to apply it here. All right. Now I have a nice clean rag, and I'm just going to wipe it down and rub everything right in. And I am like, what do you think of that? That's a pretty wood. It looks like I leaked a little bit there. Next step, polyurethane time. You just spray it, try not to stop. And that's it for that. So you got to do at least 3 coats, and you have to wait about 2 hours in between each coat. So I'm just going to hit it with a few more coats, and then I'll see you in a minute. All right, good morning, everybody. It's the following day. We had a nice thunder shower yesterday, and I wasn't able to finish it. But anyway, piece has all been urethane and everything else. So now the last thing to do is to secure it underneath with those L brackets that I struggled putting in. I'll show you how that is. These are very small wood screws, so the big thing is don't over tighten it because you will strip it. Well, there you have it, everybody. She's done, and I saved some money. I don't have to buy a new table now. Are there different ways to do projects? Of course there are. I chose this one. I didn't want to put tile back on there because I didn't want the same thing to happen again. And because this is made of wood, I may end up fixing in the future like a dowel right here so I can put like paper towel roll on it. So if we're out here uh, eating some food, I don't have to worry about that stuff blowing away. Things that I might have done a little bit different would be, I probably should have put a second coat on this. It's not too late. I still can do it. I would just have to sand off the urethane and restain it. Other than that, I'm pretty happy, pretty satisfied with the way it came out. I really appreciate you guys following along. If this is your thing, please subscribe to the channel. If you enjoyed watching this, there's going to be plenty more, I can promise you that. And if you drop me a like, that'd be great. It really, really helps out the channel. Other than that, I have other stuff to do today. So until next time, I'll see you.